Hey team, welcome back to the channel. I keep getting the same question from people that I train and also people online is, what can I do to train for boxing at home? So in this video, I'm going to put together a quick 12-round training program that you can do from the comfort of your own home. If there's any equipment that you haven't got, I will try to find alternatives for that. But also there are links in the description below that will guide you to some of this kit that you can use for your own benefit at home. So that's enough said from me. Let's jump into rounds number one. Okay, so it might come as no surprise that one of the best ways to warm up for boxing, especially if you're on your own, is with a skipping rope. Now, if you haven't got a skipping rope, I'll show you another way that you can do this. I do suggest if you're training at home a lot to grab yourself a skipping rope. Now, skipping is great for heart raising, but also it's really good for hand-eye foot coordination. Now, everyone's going to skip slightly different, and there are a ton of YouTube tutorials on how to skip, but all I need you to do is just get a rope, get a bit of space, and get the rope turning. We're going to do 2 rounds for 2 minutes with a 30-second rest. So literally begin with just getting the rope turning. Doesn't matter how you skip, you can go 1 foot to the neck. Doesn't really make much difference. But if we can change the speed every now and then, maybe get those nice high knees going, that's a great way to get the heart rate up. Now, if you don't have a skipping rope, then you can just go through the motions of skipping, and that's absolutely fine. So pretend you've got a rope, and that'll be really good for the wrists. You can bounce on 2 feet, bounce on 1 foot, bounce on the other. You can still do your high knees. So you're still replicating the fact that you're skipping, and it still has the great benefits of heart raising. Probably not as good for the hand-eye foot coordination because you actually haven't got a rope you're jumping through, but you'll go through the motions. Then when you do grab a rope, you'll be able to pick up skipping a lot quicker. So rounds 1 and 2, all about skipping. 2 minutes on, 30 seconds off, another 2 minutes on. That's the first part of the warm-up done. So for rounds 3 to 5, probably not going to come as any surprise, it's shadow boxing. Now, shadow boxing can be a great tool to warm up, plus get you switched on, plus work on a few tactics. It also can be a complete waste of time if you're not doing it properly. So here's what I would suggest. When you shadow box, make sure that you're shadow boxing with a purpose. So for example, the first round, you might be shadow boxing and imagining an aggressive opponent. So you're thinking about your stance and your guard, and if you've got an aggressive opponent, that means they're coming at you. So you might be going wrong, and they're moving your feet as they come at you. Okay, so you're visualizing that opponent, charging at you, and how would you handle that with your angles and your straight shots. So that might be the first round. The round number 2 might be the opposite to that. Maybe you're boxing someone that is really long and likes to work off the back foot. So now the tactics are changing. And then you have to make a miss with the head, moving in, sitting close, body shots, rolling back to the sides. You create new angles to attack. So again, you're visualizing maybe a taller, longer opponent, and now what you're doing is all based on that. So you're really starting to think about, how would I box that person? And we're really starting to get something from the shadow boxing. And then round number 3, you might be boxing a counter puncher. So every time you punch, they're going to go. So you've got to think, maybe I'm going to feint. Imagine a shot coming back, make a miss and then go. So round number 3 is all about how you would box against a counter puncher. So that's 3 rounds of boxing for 2 minutes with a 30-second rest. But each round you are working on your own boxing, and each round will look different. You're not just stood there punching fresh air for no reason. So that's rounds 3 to 5 ticked off. Team, if you want to learn to properly box from home, learn more about how to shadow box, learn how to put combinations together, and become even better at boxing without leaving the comfort of your own home, check out my online Learn to Box system. The link is above now. It's also in the comments below. Go check it out. So now we're going to look at rounds 6 to 8. And a lot of you may not have a ladder at home. I'm sure you can use some stuff at home to form a ladder, or go check out the link and grab your own ladder. Now, ladders, I think, get a bad rap, and I can understand at times why, but if you're training at home on your own, then these are a really good bit of kit to use, to utilize for 3 2-minute rounds. Now, you can do so much with them, and there are YouTube videos on my channel that give you some great ideas. But you can do so much with them. You can be basic. You can be in a boxing stance, in, out, across. In, out, across. You could add 2 punches and then back out. You could add 2 phase attacks. You can then take out the punching and kind of work on just the feet alone. But there are some more advanced things that you can also do. So I call this the curve, where we drop the shoulder and we curve. We can punch, drop, curve, punch, drop, curve, punch, drop, curve. Now this is great. It's all about coordination, and it's just helping you pattern set and get your feet in the right position. Again, there are a ton of different ladder drills you can do. Go check out some of the other videos on my channel that will give you some great ideas. And then 3 2-minute rounds, working your feet, then bringing in the hands and the feet, can only and will only benefit your boxing. Round 6 to 8, get the ladder out. Okay, so the final part of the at-home workout is using a punch bag. Again, if you haven't got one, you probably have to go back to shadow boxing to do this, but look to get yourself a punch bag if you're training from home. So rounds 9 to 12, punch bag work. Now, like the shadow boxing, I don't just want you to stand in front of a punch bag and just throw punches any old way, okay? That's not going to get you any better. And training at home is all about us getting better and improving. So have a plan. Have a plan like you did with the shadow boxing. So the plan might be this. First round might be straight shots only, or first minute of the first round, just work those straight shots. Okay, so you're just getting a feel for those straight shots. After a minute, then you might want to bring in all the shots. Okay, and have a real good play and a real good feel for bringing in all those shots. Don't just stand in front of the bag, though, move around it as if it was a live opponent. Round number 2, you might want to do switching of attack, so head to body or body to head. Okay, so you can see we're starting on the head and going down to the body, or we're hurting the body and coming up to the head. So round 2 could be a switch of attacks. Round 3, you can be working on your angles. So angle changes. So having a real play with that, trying different things out, making sure that we're staying disciplined and that we're keeping good shape. Okay. Round 4, to finish off with, then we can do tempo changes. A bit like this. You can see there we're starting with a couple of different shots, not necessarily slow, but singles, and then changing the pace and changing the volume, so changing the tempo. Now, if you're going to do 4 rounds on the bag, you might do 6 rounds, you might tweak this program a little bit, that's great, but if your last round is hectic and as busy as that one, then rather than just stop, I would finish that, making sure we've got a 30-second rest between each round, and then maybe we'll have a round 13 where we're just nice and lightly, just shadow boxing, moving the feet and just throwing some light shots. Now, this hasn't got to be technically perfect. This is just us bringing the heart rate down so we don't do anything too fast or too strenuous. But those are your 12 rounds of at-home boxing workout. Hey team, so that brings us to the end of the video. Hope you got lots from it. If you did, please subscribe to our channel, hit the thumbs up button and comment anything you'd like to see me do more of. Remember to check out the links in the comment box and check out these 2 videos next. I'll see you there.